Demon football coach Brad Laird on a gray and cloudy Sunday, but it sure seems sunshiny in here.
I tell you, there's a lot to be proud of this Sunday morning. I tell you, to go back and as you reflect on the game and the things that we talked about leading up to the game, being consistent. And I think what we saw is as big a team win that I've been around as far as each phase. Taking care of another phase. Defensively, I thought early, especially the first half, to keep us in the game. Weren't executing offensively, shooting ourselves in the foot with some penalties. Not winning on third down, and then you look at the second half, and it was like a change of the exact opposite of the first half. Offensively and special teams did some things in the second half to give us that opportunity to get to overtime. And then, I thought in both overtimes, all three phases were needed to win that football game. But proud for the resiliency. The sideline was unbelievable throughout the game, whether we were down 14 in the third or down 11 in the fourth. It was, just stayed the course and kept fighting and found a way to make a play to win the game.
Well, this team has fought all year long, but these last 3 weeks, there's not a deficit that scares y'all, that's for sure.
Well, that's a credit to these guys. Credit to the coaches that, the thing that we instill in these guys each and every day is continue to do the best and work as hard as you can and continue to fight. And we've said that this football team, when they go out there, they're going to fight for 60 minutes. We needed a little bit more last night, but you can't be more proud of a group of seniors that went out there and played their last game in Turpin Stadium. I can't be more proud for the past players that have been through some of these heartache losses to McNeese. You talked last time we won was 2004, only 3 times in the last 28 years, and for this 2018 football team to break through, there was a lot of smiles and a lot of former Northwestern football players last night.
Your team came through with against a defense that is one of the best in the conference. Scored 37 points after halftime on that defense, 24 in the last 17 minutes. What changed?
And we talked about it today. You'd like to say it was great halftime adjustments or total change. It was execution. It was winning on first down, and it was converting over 50% of your third downs. And guys just continue to making plays, and that confidence grew and grew as that second half went along, and to be able to do some things that we did late in the game with probably 8 minutes left against a good defense. When you talk about not giving up a sack, they were leading the conference in sacks. Defensively, we had 6 sacks, didn't give up a sack. We won the rushing yardage, and that's something they pride themselves in stopping the run. And I thought being able to run the football there in the second half opened some things up there in the fourth quarter. I thought Shelton Epler just made some great throws down the stretch, hanging in there against a good defense, and receivers making some great plays, just a total team effort, but proud of the way we responded after halftime offensively.
For your team entering overtime, if you can do it, obviously you entered overtime with a great deal of momentum, but it all came down to one play. And I'm not talking about Jazz Ferguson catching from Shelton Epler. I'm talking about Bourgeois breaking through and blocking that field goal.
We talked about this today in the team meeting. Football is a game of emotions and a game of ups and downs. And you just look at the overtime. I mean, we go in with a lot of momentum. If we had the choice, which we did, I wanted to play where our band was on that end. And we get the ball and miss that field goal. And so you go from the high of scoring late and going for 2 to missing the field goal and then bouncing back and getting the block kick by Hayden. He just seems to always be around the ball. I mean, whether it's an interception, a fumble recovery, or a block kick, that got us into that second overtime. But just the ups and downs right there, and then they followed up in the second overtime with a field goal and then 2 plays, to end it there to Jazz.
For your team now, it's a short week. You've got Stephen F. Austin, the battle for the biggest trophy in sports, Chief Caddo. There is no shortage of incentive, and now no shortage of momentum.
Yeah, no doubt. Just what a great week coming up. Coming off what and the thing is that we had the plan, in place the end of last week. We knew what the plan was going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We laid that in front of them. No matter what was going to happen Saturday, this was the plan. And so coming off a big win, our guys knew what's at stake and what we're going to do Sunday, what we're going to do Monday. Chief Cato is going to be in that locker room all week. That's the largest trophy in college football, and what a rivalry this is. Throw records out the window. Whether it's a Thursday or Saturday, afternoon or night game, it's always a special game, and we look forward to the opportunity on Thursday.